Hey y'all, it's Joanna, and I love to DIY on a budget and make beautiful home decor. And if you like to sew, then catch me on Saturdays. Now, let's get crafty. Okay, y'all, I did this last year, so bear with me. So I have this can and I have white chalk paint. You don't have to DIY anything, just get white chalk paint. And chalk paint does work best because it sticks better, okay? So I'm getting the glue off this can. I thought I got it all, but I didn't. And I'm going to scuff it a little bit just to rough up the surface so that it will take paint better. You can also wash them with white vinegar and it will do the trick too. But I didn't have the vinegar there and I had the sandpaper, from what I remember. So yeah, that's what I did. So make sure you wipe it all down. And then I am going to take my chalk paint and I'm going to put it in there and I'm just going to take a sponge brush and I'm going to pounce because if you paint on a can, it leaves streaks. So I'm going to pounce 2 coats on here. You can mix baking soda with paint and it will work too. But see how smooth that is? Oh my goodness. So, I'm going to take and just roll my can because I could see part of my can through there. That's why I said just use chalk paint. Don't worry about what I did. And I'm just going to roll this on my hand and paint this because it seems to make it smoother that way and not have clumps or whatever. Okay, so here I have a printout and I printed this with my laser printer. But I just took words and just wrote what I wanted to say on my Silhouette Cameo software and printed it out. Okay, and that other one was probably an image from Creative Fabrica. I'm not sure where it came from or off Pinterest. I don't know. But I'm going to take my water brush and I am going to go around this because I don't want to cut it straight. It would leave a weird, I don't know, weird mark on there. So now all I'm going to do is put my finger on it and I'm going to just tear around where I put that water. And you got to be careful because it can still rip your words. But anyways, the water does make it a lot easier to tear. So I'm just going to go around it and just rip it. And then I'm going to take Mod Podge. I know that much. And I will Mod Podge that right to my can. Make sure your can is completely dry before you do this. And I'm going to put it on there. And lo and behold, you'll see in the end, I done slapped that sucker on crooked. I said, oh my goodness. So I'm going to take this Distress Oxide. And I really didn't care for it, but I was too late. I done it and had to go with it because, I mean, you can't get it off. But it's yellow looking. Did I even keep going? From the looks of mine, I kept going with the yellow. I don't know. It kind of made it the same color as the can, which I guess was okay, but yeah. So I'm just going to distress this thing by using a dry paper towel and keep rubbing it. Okay, so right here I'm just taking Mod Podge, and you can use any Mod Podge you want to. I just have matte Mod Podge because that's normally what I have. And I rubbed it on the back, and I'm going to place this on this, and you can see right here it's kind of crooked. But anyway, I just went with it. I don't know. But if you get that Distress Oxide wet, it's going to smear. So I'm going to take a sponge. It's a dry sponge. And I'm going to push real hard into this paper. And I'm going to make the creases in the paper. I'm going to make it look like it was just made on the can. As best I can. And this also squishes any Mod Podge up to the top surface and gets in your sponge and doesn't go everywhere. But what I'm trying to do is get those can creases. That's my objective here, is to get the can creases. So I mentioned that I used a laser printer, and the reason I used a laser is because an inkjet will smear, but you can use an inkjet. It won't hurt anything. You can spray it with a coat of hairspray, or you can spray it with an acrylic sealer before you cut it out and Mod Podge it down, and that way your ink will not smear. But anyway, I'm just going to take and I'm going to color my whole can because it was not the same and it just looked funny to me. Now this yellow I didn't really care for. I don't know why I didn't go in with a darker Distress Oxide ink, whatever. But I just went with it. I don't know what I was even thinking at this point. But it's kind of yellow. It's dingy. But anyways, I went ahead and put Mod Podge over the whole thing, and that kind of calmed it down a little bit. But it's gonna be a floral arrangement, so I'm gonna cut off a piece of floral foam. It's easier to cut it when it's in the plastic, and then I'll take the plastic off, and I put hot glue in it, but I peel it up and put tacky glue because it'll hold better. So that's just gonna hold my floral foam in. And once I get that, I'm just going to set it to the side to let it dry. And I've got these candies from Hobby Lobby. And they have a little, well, no, these don't. I thought they had a spot in them where they was together. But I guess I just poke a hole in them with my wonderful pokey tool there. And then I'm going to poke a skewer stick right in there, and I'm going to do that to all those. And then I have all these beautiful florals from the Dollar Tree, most of them from the Dollar Tree. I think all these maybe, some from Walmart maybe, I don't know. And then here's one of the ginger heads that I made. Now I made these last year, and I'll put a link to this video up in the end cards or whatever you call it, and you can click it when this video's over and it'll take you right to it. But it is a sewing video now, and this is not a sewing video, but you don't have to sew them. You could do it with glue. So I'm going to take sprigs, okay, and you don't have to watch me do this because, I mean, I poke them in, pull them out, poke them in, pull them out. I have no rhyme or reason as to when how I do this, but I'm just going to start poking them in the can, okay, and I'm going to fill all my, the can with florals, and then I'll poke the other stuff down in it. And then I'll put my gingerbread in where it can be seen. So once I get the florals in the way I think I want them, I'm going to cut my stick off. And this is going to go pretty fast because I'm just showing you how I take the sticks, and I'm going to cut them off, and I'm going to rearrange the stuff around this head. And then I'm going to cut my candy piece sticks off, and I'm just going to stick them in wherever I see fit. So if I put one peppermint on one side, I put one peppermint on the other side, and I'm just going to go around like that. Some of them I'm going to leave tall, some of them I'm going to leave short, and that's how I'm going to do it. And I'll show you the final reveal right now. And this is what it looks like. It is so stinking pretty, even though it's crooked. You know, it's mine. It'll go in my kitchen, but it is so pretty. I love it. And I will link it in the cards, so you can just click it at the end of this video. But thank you for watching, and until next time, remember, you are a blessing. Goodbye.